Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. There is a new Digital Nomad Visa, and that is in the country of Brazil. So we're going to talk today about the details, whether it applies to you, and also kind of what this generally means for the future going forward, I think, of residency permits, etc. So let's dive in. Before we do, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell. Thank you very much for your support. If you liked the video, please share it with your friends, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like help with the things that we deal with here, which is foreign residency permits, foreign citizenships, international tax optimization, paying the lowest legal amount of tax possible, forming companies, opening bank accounts, etc., please reach out to us. You can book a call at calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer, link in the description below, or send a message to our websites, offshorecitizen.net and offshorecapitalist.com. Okay, so Brazil, thankfully, and I say thankfully because I think it's great anytime countries offer new citizenship by investment programs, new residency programs, etc. I think more options in this regard is better. So Brazil is the latest to jump on the bandwagon. For those of you who haven't seen, the city of Rio de Janeiro recently announced two things with respect to cryptocurrency. One is they were putting, I think it was 1% of their reserves into Bitcoin. Not that that necessarily amounts to anything, but something. And they were giving a discount of 10% on taxes to people who would pay their tax in Bitcoin, which is really interesting. So we're seeing some kind of positive moves in Brazil. Now, for those of you who are probably, most of you probably are familiar, Brazil, super beautiful country, tons of crime, lots of, bureaucracy, etc. It's a terrible place to try and do business from abroad. If you're trying to come have a foreign company trying to do business in Brazil, very difficult. But here what they're doing is they're welcoming people who have outside sources of income to come and be there. It's a 1-year visa, renewable for another year afterwards. So you can come and spend some time in Brazil for part or all of the year. You can work on your foreign business or your foreign employment and have that without any issues. To do this, you need to prove that you have a minimum of $1,500 per month of income, or interestingly, $18,000 in a bank account at the time when you apply. So that's cool. You need to demonstrate your connection to the foreign company with an employment contract or something like that to show that kind of your sources of income are coming from outside the country. You're of course not allowed to work in Brazil, which is not an issue. You require medical insurance, so that's something, and you require a criminal record check. They're saying, now they just announced this on the 24th, so really recently, but they are saying that it will take about 4 weeks to approve somebody for the visa. We'll see how it works in practice, but I suspect in most of these they're pretty expedited processes. And we are not quite sure yet what will happen on the tax side. Will they say, okay, you get some sort of favorable tax treatment where you don't have to pay tax on the foreign income, as we've seen in some other cases? Or will they say if you spend over 6 months that you end up being Brazilian taxable, as we've seen in places like Estonia? We're going to find out how that goes. I think that overall, this is likely to be a global trend. We've already seen it, right? Starting with Estonia, and then now there's like 30 plus countries that offer some sort of digital nomad visa. I think over time, almost every country is going to want to do it, because at least certainly every low-income country, because it's a way of just bringing in people to spend money into the local economy. They're generally seeing that it's a good deal to have people come from abroad, spend money into the economy. That boosts the economy, plus they can charge sales tax. Likely what this will mean is that countries will pivot their tax systems to charging more in terms of consumption taxes, because these are people who they can capture value from, but then on the other hand, they're not in a situation where they need to worry about providing them with services. So happy to hear that this is happening, and we'll look forward to who the next ones are. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Who do you think some of the next countries are who are going to offer digital nomad visas? Put it in the comments below, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you on the next video.